They consulted Taka on how to, like, design the moves for Bridget. I was like, no way, is that true? I legit want to buy a yo-yo now. Looks fun. They're so much fun. You need to rollerblade with yo-yos. 4 wheels per leg. And if you have 2 yo-yos, that's 10 ball bearings. Unless you're using this yo-yo, which is a transaxle autofocus. How exciting is that? The whole time I was talking about this, how great this yo-yo is, I didn't even realize it was a plastic transaxle. This yo-yo, the reason I like it, is it's basically the Omega Fireball, but with a butterfly shape. I thought I'd show you another yo-yo I've got today. This one is in the Japan, the cycling video that I did. This is the Space Cowboy. But you know what's more fun is this yo-yo. Have you guys seen this one? This is a yo-yo that you don't tie to your finger. This is the style of yo-yo I actually really wanted to get good at. You don't tie your finger to it, and as a result, when you've got it spinning, it's tied securely to the yo-yo, but it's not tied to your finger, and so you've just got a counterweight, which means you can have them like flying in opposite directions. Look at me swinging this yo-yo next to this $600 microphone. Well, $400. Actually, it might have been $600 in Japan. But what's really cool about this is you can like switch sides when you're like yo-yoing. You can go around trapeze on the right, and go back trapeze on the left. The very first one I bought was a standard one for, they call it 1A style. It's just got a really nice wide ball bearing in it, and you have to do a bind to pick it up. You know that this famous guy, Taka? People keep talking about him. Apparently, he helped Arxis design the moves for Bridget. They consulted Taka on how to, like, design the moves for Bridget. I was like, no way, is that true? So if that is true, it's really, really cool. And he's got a 3D printed version of the yo-yo that she's using in the game. I went to a shop called Spin Gear. I used to have a yo-yo holster as a kid, but apparently holsters are not in anymore. You can tie this little string to your yo-yo with a bit of leather. Anyway, the only reason I'm showing it to you is because it says, you can see it there, it says Spin Gear. So I went to the shop, it's called Spin Gear. I didn't even know who he was. He's just like, yeah, my name's Taka. I just thought he was just a guy who just works in the shop. He's like, yeah, if you want to learn how to yo-yo, basically, yo-yos have changed. These days you have to do a bind to pick them up. Showed me a few yo-yos, and he suggested this random Chinese maker there, and I don't even think they sell it anymore. Anyway, it was like a heavy metal yo-yo, and when you did trick, if you missed the trick and you hit yourself in the head with it, it hurt, which is kind of the reason why I keep suggesting this cheap Yo-Yo Factory Spin Star or similar yo-yo. There's a lot of yo-yos that are like this, really, because when you screw up the trick and you hit yourself in the head or you hit yourself in the hand, it doesn't really hurt that bad, because it's made of plastic. If Nihongo is getting robbed and he has his yo-yo, he can pull off Bridget combos IRL and win the fight. What is the name of the girl? The name of the girl from G-Force, which is what it was called when I watched it. And in Japan it was called Gatchaman. She fights with a yo-yo, which is supposedly, I think it might actually not be true, but there's a myth that people used yo-yos to kill people and hit them from trees. I think it might not actually be true though. But you know how these yo-yos, because they don't come back on their own, you have to do something called a bind. So you wind it up like this, and by throwing the string into the yo-yo, it just gets all wound up and clumpy in there, and then it pulls itself back up. Something that is cool that you can do, which is better, is to like do a little flip to like hide the bind in a trick. After the trick is over, you do a little flip. You like do a flip and then you catch it. You got it like this. So much cooler because you never see the bind. You never see this weird, let me tie my string in a triangle around my yo-yo and then pull it up. Needs more RGB. It's true. I've got colorful yo-yos, but I don't have any yo-yos with colorful lights. Let's just go online, shall we? No! Haven't figured out the ranges of this yo-yo yet. I wish I had a move that aims down. Oh no! What? I never set it up or anything, I just do it raw. Please hit! Alright, that's the damage I wanted, yes. Oh! Oh, you... Oh, nice. What did she say? Something something baby? Was it rock the baby? My main issue with looping right now is that I can't consistently get it to come back with the yo-yo over the string, so it rolls back into my hand. Getting it to loop is no problem. Getting it to flip and be the right orientation when it comes back to me, that's the issue. Whoa, what was that? I'm never ready for it. The air command throw. How are you hitting people on the ground? Because I tried it before, and I can't hit people on the ground with it. I just end up doing that grab in the air. You hold the P until you land. That's a bit of information I've been missing. Serves me right for not reading the command list. Unlucky. Oh wow! I've never seen that. She's got like a comic sticker that comes out of her mouth and actually says "go" with text. I like that. It didn't feel like 288 ping, did it? Still impressed by the netcode in this game. You're playing against me. I'm from Romania, Eastern Europe if you're wondering. I spent like half an hour last night messing with the Bridget skin mods, and that's all I've done in this game so far. I don't plan truly playing the game until I finish the Xenoblade 3 story. What? That sounds like a snore fest. I've never been able to stay awake playing it. I've tried really, really hard. No offense to you. I'm sure you really enjoy it. There are a surprising amount of anime characters that use a yo-yo. I bet there's a website that collects them all together. Not today, Galvatron. Strangled with a yo-yo. It's not how you want to go. I think my favorite specifically anime yo-yo characters are Killua from Hunter x Hunter and Blossom from Powerpuff Girls. Okay, someone actually mentioned this in the YouTube comments. They're like, you should check out Powerpuff Girls Z. I was like, oh my god. They still make Powerpuff Girls cartoons? No way. Oh, it might have been you on the YouTube comments that said it. That's funny. I'm like, someone told me on the comments. It's like, yep, that was me. Are you new to Strive? Basically, yeah. I mean, I played it when it came out last year, and then I just stopped playing it because, frankly, all these characters kind of bore me. And the only reason I'm playing right now is because I think Bridget is brilliant. I've always liked Guilty Gear Strive's gameplay. I don't feel addicted to Roman Cancel as like a gameplay mechanic. But yeah, I would say I would describe myself as new to Strive because I can barely remember what the buttons do. I forgot that jump dust was a thing until someone's literally just told me about 10 minutes ago. Anyone who's interested in yo-yoing, I believe the looping stuff is it called 2A? My issue with this, right? You can see the string is closer to your finger when you roll it, and you need it to come back and actually like be there in the same place, but I can't do it consistently. So when I do a forward pass, it works perfectly every time. But when I try and do the flip, it comes back sideways sometimes. It comes back like this, or it comes back like this, and getting it consistent is really tricky. You made me want to buy a yo-yo the other day. Excellent. I mean, they're so cheap. All the videos you watch on YouTube, they're always like, just make sure that the yo-yo is like, it's got the right tilt. The thing is, you can't actually throw the yo-yo in a certain way to get the right tilt. I think you just need to have the right timing. Try using your wrist, not your whole arm. That's helped. It's coming back sideways less often than before, so that's definitely a plus. Ordered myself a fast 201 to give a good try. I've never had a fast 201. I've got loop 900s. You can actually adjust the spacing in these yo-yos, but I have literally no need to do it, so that's why I bought these. But even these, they're not magic. You don't just magically become able to do looping yo-yoing. I think I just need to practice for longer. I legit want to buy a yo-yo now. Looks fun. They're so much fun. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, be sure to do so here. You can also join us on the NihongoGamer Discord, where, like I mentioned earlier, we've started a new room. It's called Health and Fitness. We can talk about running, weight training. It's something that we all think about, but maybe we're too busy like talking with our friends about video games and stuff. So actually, I think it's kind of useful to have a room where we can share tips about that sort of thing. And be sure to follow the Twitch stream. Click the button. It's free to do so. This has been good fun. I will see you all in the next NihongoGamer video and or stream.